This is Jeff Mucci with RCR Wireless News. We're in Morgan Hill, California at Anritsu's North American headquarters with Dave Boland, who's Product Marketing Manager. Dave, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure, Jeff.
So tell us about your new announcement.
It's our second generation PIM Masters. We're revolutionizing the industry with a whole new family of PIM Masters, starting with the 1800 megahertz DCS band, the 900 megahertz EGSM band, the 1900-2100 AWS PCS band, the 1900 PCS band, the 850 megahertz cellular band, and the 700 megahertz upper and lower band.
Okay. Now, why do you have different boxes for each of the different spectrum bands?
We have to have very strict filtering to make PIM measurements, and you need the filters are tuned to each frequency band that a cellular operator may use around the world.
Okay. And what differentiates the second generation PIM tester from the first generation?
Well, our first PIM generation tester was on wheels and was AC operated. The new unit is 1/4 the size, 1/2 the weight, and battery operated.
So what does it mean to the guy in the field?
The guy in the field can now take the unit where he may not have been able to take the older unit before, especially on top of a tower for remote radio head testing, which is becoming more popular, utility towers that don't allow AC operation, and roof access. So the portability of the unit gets much better now. He can just take the unit, comes with a shoulder strap, he can put it over his shoulder and take it wherever he needs to go because he's battery operated.
So David, can you give us a demonstration of the new second generation PIM testers?
More than happy to, Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is our 850 megahertz cellular band instrument, and on here I have a display of a distance to PIM measurement showing us where multiple PIM sources, actually there's one at 10 feet and one showing on the marker table at 100 feet, approximately 100 feet. So this is very useful in finding out where the PIM is located. That's something that we revolutionized when we introduced it on the first generation product. We also have some connectivity options we didn't have before. So now we have GPS capability here so we can timestamp all the traces. And we can also hook up a USB power sensor. And we can also use the networking capability to do wireless remote access of the unit for a technician at the bottom of the tower can be controlling the instrument when it's hooked up at a remote radio head unit at the top by the tower technician. In the 700 megahertz unit, we're able to get the 700 megahertz upper band and lower band in here, and this gives you power all the way up to 40 watts in either the upper band or the lower band. And here I have a PIM versus time display showing over time how is the PIM changing. And this is useful for dynamic PIM testing to make sure all the connectors are tight, and you would tap the connectors over time and you could see over time, hey, at 10 seconds I'm at this location, at 20 seconds I'm at this location, and if it varies, you know the connector's not tight. Some other advantages that we're bringing to the PIM testing community, this is built just like our handhelds, and it goes through the same rigid testing that our other handhelds like our SiteMaster goes through. So some other things that we have, just like on the SiteMaster, is different viewing. So here's our standard colors for viewing in certain sunlight conditions. If it's really bright sunlight conditions, you might want to be in our daylight viewable mode, in what we call the black and white mode. And then night vision. If you're in very low lighting conditions, you'll be able to read this screen in the night vision mode. Some other advantages of the packaging is the shoulder strap. You can unclip the shoulder strap and mount it wherever you want on top of a tower to get it at eye level. The shoulder strap has been drop tested to securely hang the unit from wherever you want. If you want to put the unit on the ground, it comes with an integrated tilt bail, and then you can tilt it to get it at a viewing angle that you need to operate the instrument from the ground. And one more feature I'd like to highlight is the battery operation. The battery is located here on the bottom. It uses the same battery that's in all our handhelds like the SiteMaster, and it gives you over 2.5 hours of battery operation time.
What kind of response have you gotten from carriers?
It's been phenomenal. This is exactly what the network carriers have been asking for. They say we need it smaller, we need it lighter, and we need it battery operated, and we think we're delivering on that requirement.
Great. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.